Hi, welcome to BrainCert. This is a short tutorial on how to create tests in BrainCert Enterprise LMS platform. Alright, so currently I'm logged into my LMS as a super admin. So I go to tests, I click on create a test. Alright, so first I need to fill in basic information. So if I wish to change the instructor, I can click on change and search for the instructor, select the instructor. You can see the instructor has been changed. I type in the test name. All right. If I wish to list this test in catalog, I can have a check mark here, or else I can just skip it. All right. In the description, you can add the text. You can also add HTML. If you don't want HTML, you can also add a video about the description. Like you can add YouTube or Vimeo link here. Or you can also add an image. So you click on it and choose an image from your computer. All right, the next thing is test instructions. You can add instructions here. This is editable. Again, you can add the image as an instruction. All right, and you can also add it as an HTML. All right, or you could also go for okay, the next thing that you would like to go for is choose an image for your test. So you select the image and you click on next. All right, the next option that I have here is, let me make it a little bigger so that you can see it better. Okay, so here you go. We are under the advanced settings now. So under the advanced settings, you have like allow test taker to see answer for each question. If you say yes, this scoring algorithm won't be available for you. If you select no, then this scoring algorithm would be available. What are these scoring algorithms? Let's take a look at it. So we have three types, in the standard scoring. So let's say you have a question and for which you have 3 right answers. Okay, and the user has selected only 2 right answers. Then in the standard scoring, he won't be granted any marks because he had to select 3. All right, the next option that you have is partial credit, as the name suggests. So let's say user has even selected 2 right choices out of the 3, then still he will be granted marks for in the partial credit. The next thing is adaptive scoring. It's a kind of like dynamic scoring algorithm. So basically the first question the test taker will get is of medium difficulty. If he answers that right, the next question will be more difficult. Okay, and if he again answers it right, again he will get a difficult question. All right, if he couldn't answer a question, he will come back to the easy question and his marks will be calculated based on the number of difficult questions that he has attempted. All right, so I hope you understood the scoring algorithm. We go on to the next option, allow user to resume test session. You can select yes or no, show result to candidate, yes or no, logged on functionality. What is it? Actually, if you select this option, users will not be able to take print screen and perform Alt Tab, Alt F4 and cut or copy operations. We can take a look at it. All right, then you have show attempts count. You can select yes or no, or you can make it time based. So you can select hour, minute and second. Allow test taker to review answers after finishing the test. You can select yes or no. And passing percentage, you can type this in. Keywords, you can type in any keywords and users can search for this keyword and they will be able to get to your test. All right, the next option that we have is payment settings. So you make it either paid or free. So if you select paid, you have several options. You can select the currency that you would like to go for. When you click on save, the test will be created. As you can see, the test has been created right now. So I go on to the cog icon here to add questions and all. All right, so I go on to the first thing that I'd like to go for is questions. So you can add individual questions as well as you can also add, you can add individual questions from here. All right, add test question, you click on it and we have 10 types of questions available. So you can pick the type of questions that you like to go for and you write the objective name and you also select the difficulty level. So as we discussed in the adaptive scoring algorithm, this will be very important. like which question you choose, like the difficulty level for. So like based on that, the question will be presented to the test takers. All right, you add the answer choices here, and you either save and exit or save and add new. You can publish or not published, you can select it. All right. Okay, the next option that I'd like to go for is, okay, so the next option that I have is I can import questions from CSV file. All right, so I can click on it and I can download a sample file here, and I can look for the instructions here. So you can see each question has been given a particular number. So number 1 goes for fill in the blanks, number 2 for multiple choice, etc. You can see the list goes on. And objective ID, you can type in the objective ID. It would be very important for you to add the objective ID in the CSV file here. Let me show you where to enter the objective ID. Okay, so I have the CSV file here. So this is where I need to add the objective ID here. Okay, I can add the objective ID here. Okay, the next thing I'd like to talk about this, the number 1 goes for like fill in the blanks, number 2 for multiple choice, as you can see here, 3 for multiple true false. So you can see here, like this is fill in the blanks, multiple choice. These answer options are separated by a pipe, as you can see here. These are the pipes here, and you can see the answer will be here. Okay, and this is the true and false, and the 0 goes for false, and the number 1 goes for true. Okay, this is multiple true and false, as you can see here. All right, the next option is multiple answer. So you can see these are the correct answer choices, 3 and 4. So you can go for it. The next option that I'd like to talk about is okay, here you can see the objective ID can be added here, reference URL, difficulty level you can select, and obviously if you are having like adaptive scoring algorithm, this will be very important for you. Status, like if you want to publish it, if you don't want to publish it, you can select 0 and 1. It's up to you. Include in demo, maximum word limit. This is for actually essay type questions. All right, this is for essay type questions. As you can see, write a poem. So this is actually the essay type questions, and attachment can also be allowed by typing 0 and 1. It's up to you. And mandatory keyword. Okay, the next option that is like free text questions. So these are like open-ended questions that needs instructors intervention to evaluate these type of questions. So free text questions, like you have mandatory keywords. Okay, then you can see case sensitive. If you want to make it non-case sensitive, you can select 0 for it. Optional keyword is also there, and then the next option is optional case sensitive. So if you want to make it case sensitive, you can also do it. All right, so that's how easy it is to upload questions in bulk. I go on to the next option under the questions again. Okay, so I have test delivery settings here. All right, I can click on it. So you can see here how many questions to randomly present to the test taker. You can have like, maybe you might have 1,000 questions and you only want to present 100 questions to each candidate. So you can have that set up as well. Randomized questions order during test, yes or no. Randomized answer choices, even distribution of questions from each objective, and even distribution of questions based on difficulty level. You can have whatever the kind of setup you'd like to have. All right, the next option that I'd like to talk, you can also like pull up questions based on objective, or you can also pull up questions based on like the question type. So you select fill in the blanks, all the questions of fill in the blanks will come up right here, the list. Okay, the next option that I'd like to talk about is you can see like preview as instructor, preview as learner, preview as instructor, and here you can see assign user group. So with just a single click, you can assign this test to a group, all right, to any group for that matter. Okay, and the next option that I'd like to talk about is you can edit the test, you can clone it, you can delete, publish, get a shareable link. So let's say you want to share the test with some people, like even if they don't log into the LMS, they can take the test. All right, they can pay and they can take the test. So they can click on get shareable link. All right, and then you can click on get shareable link and create a link and share it with your students. And with every plan of LMS, like, you get limited number of shareable links that you can create. All right, then the questions, the objectives, which we have already discussed. Shopping cart. So let's say you created a paid test and now you want to create a shopping cart. You can go ahead and add a scheme, make it price like $500 or anything, and you select like days to give access, and you can also select like unlimited access type. All right, recurring subscription is also there. It's up to you. All right, the next option that I'd like to go for is, okay, you can add certificate to the course. So you can select the certificate that are listed. If you want to have your own, click on browse and search for your certificate and add it. All right, you can put a check mark here, allow students to access the certificate after successful completion of this test. All right, this can also be done. The next option that I have here is reports. You can pull up the reports, so you can see like okay, let me go to another test. Okay, so I have the tests here. I go to the reports. Okay, and I can pull up the reports based on yearly or okay, all I can pull up the reports here. Okay, so as you can see here, I have the list of students who took the test, and I can see the final score and passing score here, and I can see test final score here, and I can even grade the test. So as I said, 2 questions like the essay type questions and the free text questions. These questions needs instructor intervention to grade it. So I click on this test final score, and I can see how many questions that he has attempted, and I can see review test answers, and I can see the number of questions that he has correct and incorrect. And all right, as you can see, I can even grade the test for essay type questions. All right, I can export to CSV file if I wish to. Back to test reports. Okay. All right, I go back to the test reports here, and the next option is, okay, I go on to the next option here. So I can go for enroll individual students, or I can go for manage enrolled students. All right, so I click on enroll new students. I can type in their email addresses, full access without payment or full access after payment. You can select it. All right, you can edit this message as well. Enrollment status can be tracked from here. The next option that I have is manage enrolled students. I can click on it to manage, or I can just delete the user enrollment, or I can just deactivate user enrollment. I have both the options available. Okay, the next option is email prospective students. I can type in the email addresses, 1 line per email, and or I can also upload a CSV file here. Okay, enrollment status can be tracked from here. The next option is test notification settings here. So you can see list of notifications to notify you. So when a student enrolls in this test, you will be notified when a new payment occurs, when a student passed this test, when a student failed this test, when open-ended question test is completed. Okay, you can select yes, and you can click on edit template to edit the templates here. All right, you can see student email notifications here. So you can see welcome email to new students, email test results, notify awaiting final score for tests with open-ended questions, as we discussed before. Notify final score for tests when open-ended questions when instructor finish final scoring, and then when instructor adds question feedback for open-ended questions. You can edit the templates again. All right, that's it in the test creation. Thank you so much for your time, and you have a great day.